Hi, welcome to Real Dreams.
There you were, all alone, not making a sound, breathing low, reaching up to bring me to the
Diana approached me a couple of months ago about Real Dreams, and we had worked together in the past, doing some other shoots for her. And when she presented me with the script, I thought it was original. The perspective was amazing. Having it come from a female's perspective in the financial world, which is also very original and very truthful to Diana. That was her life. So to have this very strong feminine perspective in generally a male arena was interesting. And that's originally when reading the script drew me to it. I love working with Diana. We have a great relationship as producers. We feed off of each other, and she's extremely hardworking. And that was another big factor, was the fact that I got to work with her and knew that I had a partner that was going to be there with me through thick and thin.
It's like anything, a process. It's an idea, things happen in your life, and you just think about it. You don't really share it with anyone. And then, for whatever reason, you decide to write it. And then you decide to share it. And then, before you know it, it becomes something bigger than yourself. And so it's been surreal. It's been hard. We've learned, all of us, a lot. I'm a Colombian. I didn't really, even though I spent a lot of time in Canada, didn't know what it was like filming in snow. And I think the crew and cast, I'm gonna tell you all about it. It's been quite the journey. Have maybe changed the name many times from Real Dreams to 1,000 other names related to snow and cold. But it's been amazing. Everyone, and by that I mean everyone, has been a joy to work with and to make this what it is, a dream. The whole idea behind Real Dreams is trying to go back to what really matters. In essence, love, hope can really transcend any possible reality you live in. So this is about a woman, I guess, who has tried her best to be the best at what she does, but that has made her into something that she was not really happy with. And then I guess it's never too late to go back and rethink and redo some of those choices. But this film talks about, it goes beyond the financial crisis. It goes beyond the life of just one woman. It all came down to women nowadays. We have to put on a straight face, a hard face, and if possible, be more real or cruel than men are. So Real Dreams, essentially, I have a background in finance. I know the world. I lived in it. And, when things go wrong, then you get tested, and then the real you comes out. So what happens when the worst can happen in your life, and then all of a sudden you have to make choices? Then you know who you are, and that's what this film is about. Someone finding herself in the midst of the worst possible time in her life.
So the way I was cast in Real Dreams is very interesting. I actually knew Diana. We graduated from the neighborhood playhouse together in May of 2014. And she actually asked me about a month before casting happened if she could use my song, This Moment, for a film that she was making. And I, of course, agreed and said I would love it. And she, I then got a message from my manager with a casting spec for this short film. And I looked, and it was written, directed, and produced by Diana Espinosa. And I thought it was hilarious. So I actually screenshotted the image, and I sent it to her and said, "Oh my gosh, look, this is your film. This is crazy. I'm getting it in an email." And then I was like, "Is it okay if I audition?" And she said, "Yeah, of course, come in." And one of the things to do for the audition was to sing the theme song of the movie, which I did not know was my song until I looked it up, which was quite funny. And so I went into the audition room, and Ryan was there, and Diana was there, and and they asked me if I wanted to sing my song, to which of course I said no. So I sang "Poker Face" by Lady Gaga. But I think that's what got me in. That was what got me in. But I don't know. But it was a very funny process, and a lot of fun. So I'll tell you a little bit about Jacob. Jacob is basically Eva's dream guy, to be blunt. He kind of shows up at random times throughout her dreams. He's very much in love with her. He very much wants her to feel good and wants her to feel nice. And sometimes she questions their relationship, sometimes even right to his face. And what he does every time is he kind of combats it with a gesture of love, of affection, which you will see throughout the film. And yeah, Jacob's a good guy. But he's a dream in multiple ways.
The team that we got to film Real Dreams, I love them to death. I knew them personally from other projects that we had worked on. Bob and Hamza came from Bridge and Tunnel, which we had just finished up the previous year. Jeremy and Mike worked with me on my other small production house, which is the Crop Shop. And so when we decided to move forward with Real Dreams, it was an automatic, I get to work with these guys again, of course. So that's definitely how they came into play. Notwithstanding Phil and Santi, who, this being their first film set, put in 100,000% effort and really wowed me. I mean, I gotta be honest.
What did I enjoy most of making this film? Gonna say the people I work with. It's just, I don't think any of this would have been possible without everyone just doing everything. We've had record temperatures. We've recorded at 4:30 in the morning at minus 15, 25. And then we've tried again, and we had melting snow. But anyways, without the patience, without the environment, I don't think this would have even, I don't think anywhere else or with anyone else this would have been what it is. A great experience.
I would say the best memory on set, which I will never forget, is filming outside at about 2 in the morning, and it was -4 degrees Fahrenheit outside. I believe it's 15 to 20 degrees Celsius, but I'm American, so I don't know Celsius at all. Yeah, and it was actually quite an interesting experience, because every time Diana and I would be off screen, and we'd just be shivering and trying to stay warm in any way possible, and then right when Ryan would say action, it was almost like, I feel like for both of us, we were both able to just allow it to stop and then just go on and act like it was not that cold outside.
This production came with its unique set of challenges. We were in about 3 feet of snow for most of the filming. It was often below zero. Things like the gazebo scene, which Jacob so romantically set up on his own, in reality took about 3 or 4 guys in about 4 hours and pitch black and, you know, below zero temperatures. So it was a lot of crazy things like that we had to overcome, but it was a fun time working with the crew to, you know, put our heads together for each challenge and, you know, remember that while we're trying to get these things done, we're also trying to have a really good time.
Oh yeah, I fell into a lake. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
I think I'd have to say my best memory on set is when, well, and it's not the best memory, but it is my favorite. Our wonderful leader and captain, Ryan Metcalf, was courageously scavenging through the snow, and around 3 or 4 in the morning, the poor guy, he falls into this frozen lake that was supposed to be solid, but I guess he found this one little patch that set him through, and he goes in, and luckily it's only his leg, and it's funny because we're all about 50 yards spread apart, and it's just totally black, and all we hear is his voice, you know, I'm in, and he's holding the camera up, and we all come rushing over to him, and we get him out, and we get him inside, and everything is okay. But yeah, it was pretty funny, you know, and another example of some of the crazy stuff we had to go through to make this happen.
The best moments on set was actually being able to use 2 reds simultaneously. I'm a little bit of a geek, and the multicam setup during the Snow Angel scene was awesome. Another cool thing is, along with the Snow Angel, it was cheated perspective. Ava is on a ramp that we built out of snow. Actually, Phil, Diana's husband, built, I believe with Jeremy's help. And the hole in the ice, because God forbid anyone else go on the ice.
There's one scene where I'm cooking salmon for Eva, and Diana's fantastic and hardworking husband, Phil, was the person that had to constantly retrieve the salmon from the trash and put it back into the pan and make it look all nice and neat, when in fact it was just this disgusting, greasy. We just put like little bits of lettuce on top of it to make it look like there was seasoning. And he had to pick it up every single time. And we did probably about 15 takes of me throwing the salmon away. And it just kept getting more and more crumbled up and disgusting. And that was a good time. Sorry, Phil. We love you. And your salmon. Having my song in the movie is, it's quite odd and humbling. And yeah, I've done music for about probably 2 or 3 years now. And I've yet to have been featured on anything, and to not only have my song in a film, but also to have my song in a film that I am also featured in is also a really interesting and fun experience. I like it. I like that now that this film goes forward and wherever it may go, that also my song will be able to be carried along with it, which is a pretty cool feeling.
If you believe in opportunities and change and love and hope, because you are in for a treat.
So please, if you have a chance, catch Real Dreams. An amazing group of people were able to put it together. It's a lovely story. It's totally cool if you fast forward through Hunter Hoffman's parts. He's a douche lord. And we understand.
I knew that was
coming. I knew it was coming. I can't help it. I'm inside for 14 hours out of the day. The snow. No wonder I feel fucking the outcast of the group. You guys aren't on screen. I am, but I have to suffer the fucking consequences from all your shit. Some bullshit. I knew right when you looked at me you were going to say something wrong. I wanted to help. But no, Ryan's like, no, you stay inside. Watch YouTube videos. Contemplate your life choices.